Hello everybody, hello, welcome back to the Dugout Football channel where it is time for match week number 7 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now, I know that Spurs are winning at the moment against Burnley, and at the moment that's 1-0 at this moment in time. So I decided to do this now to not cause any further delays. So let's have a quick look at match week 6. Absolute shocker yet again from me. I only got 3 points. No perfect scores, so not a very, very good week. Top scorer in the comments, I think this is first time in the comments as well, was Mohammed A. And he got a respectable 9 points this week. He got the perfect score of Fulham, Crystal Palace and Brighton against West Brom. So very, very well done to you, Mohammed. So hopefully for a better week this week as well. So we got some very, very good games. One game stands out for me is Manchester United Arsenal. But there's some very, very good games, and it starts on Friday evening with Wolves against Crystal Palace. And the last four between the sides, just to say. 2 wins to Wolves, 1 draw, and 1 win to Crystal Palace. And the last result was a 2-0 win to Wolves. Wolves really disappointing against Newcastle, has to be said. I know that Jimenez got the goal, but apart from that, it wasn't very good. Wasn't very, very good indeed. And I think it'd be interesting to see how well they will do, because Crystal Palace have won 2-1 against Fulham. Very, very good win for them. And I think that a team like Palace can cause Wolves problems. I don't think there is free scoring as last season. And that is a big, big problem if you're a Wolves fan. I think that is a big, big problem. Yes, Jimenez scores goals. It's fantastic to see. But what happens is that one lapse in concentration, and it was from the free kick from Jacob Murphy, that got Wolves a 1-1 draw in the end. So really, really disappointed. But as I said, Crystal Palace 2-1 winners over Fulham. Very, very good performance from Crystal Palace. Riedewald got his first goal, and Wilfried Zaha, very painful landing, it has to be said, into the back of the net. So that was a very good one for Crystal Palace. So because of that, I'm actually going to go for a shock here. I know Crystal Palace have won one out of the last 4 against Wolves, but I'm going to go for a Palace win. I'm actually going to go for a 1-0 Palace win away at Wolves. Might be a bit of a shock, but I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Crystal Palace. Sheffield United against Manchester City now, and the last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 draws and 3 wins to City, and the last result was a 1-0 win to Manchester City. Well, can I just say, Sheffield United, I thought were very, very good at Anfield. Really, really unlucky to lose that in the end. It was a tale of the two. Well, one penalty which was given should not have been given. It wasn't a foul, but yeah, you get those decisions. You take them. And Berger scored from the penalty spot, which was very, very good from him. And I have to say, it is going to be really, really intriguing game for Sheffield United, because I think it'd be interesting to see, because I think looking at that, if they play like they did against Liverpool at Anfield, the results will come. The results will definitely come. And I think looking at that, it's going to be a really interesting game, because Manchester City drew 1-1 with West Ham. And it has to be said, well, Sterling missed a chance to, win it at the end. Very good save from Fabianski. Very good goal from Phil Foden. Sergio Aguero is now out for another 2 weeks. That makes him doubtful for the big clash on 8th of November between Manchester City and Liverpool as well. So injuries are piling up for Manchester City, it has to be said. So because of that, I'm going to go for a Man City win. I don't think it'll be as comfortable as usual, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Manchester City in this game. I just think Man City will be too strong for Sheffield United. But if Sheffield United can get out of this period and get wins in their next couple of games, I think they'll be fine. But need to get wins. But they showed against Liverpool that they can compete, and they were very, very good against Liverpool. But I'm going to go for Man City to win this one by 2-0. Burnley against Chelsea. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 1 draw and 4 wins to Chelsea. And the last result was a 4-2 win to Chelsea. Burnley currently playing, they are losing 1-0 to Tottenham, but from what I've been hearing, Burnley have been the better side in that game. Had more opportunities, had more chances. So if they go on to lose that, that'll be another one, a kick in the teeth for Sean Dyche for sure. But Chelsea, not the best of games, it has to be said, against Manchester United. It wasn't a very good game at all. 0-0 in the end. You know, Chelsea probably should have had a penalty. Maguire all over Azpilicueta. Mendy saved Chelsea right at the end as well. Very good save from Marcus Rashford. Yeah, you could say it's a match-winning save. It's a match-winning draw, you could say, for sure. So that is a very, very good point for Chelsea. But Lampard is definitely under pressure. You can tell he's under pressure now, and I think it's going to tell in the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to go for a Chelsea win. I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 win to Chelsea. Burnley at Turf Moor are always tough to beat, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Chelsea. Liverpool against West Ham now. The last 5 between the sides have done 4 wins to Liverpool and 1 draw. And the last result was a 3-2 win to Liverpool. Well, Liverpool got out of jail from Roberto Firmino and Diogo Jota scoring the 2 goals for Liverpool. It has to be said, it was a good performance. Unlucky to concede the penalty. Fabinho, he had a bit of a bad game, it has to be said. But you have to say that Liverpool came out of that game and it was a very good 2-1 win. Much important win as well, because the results went in Liverpool's favour, it has to be said. But so unpredictable this Premier League season so far, and it's going to be even more. West Ham, yeah, interesting. Really, really interesting. It'll be interesting to see, but I think looking at that, yeah, I think it's going to be a real interesting game, because West Ham drew 1-1 with Manchester City, and it has to be said they were very, very good against Manchester City. Really unlucky not to get a win in that game. I thought they were the better team against Manchester City, so they were very, very unlucky. So with that being said, I'm actually going to go for a Liverpool win, but it's going to be a very narrow 2-1 win to Liverpool. I think Liverpool will win this one 2-1 again. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Liverpool. And we move into the Sunday games, and it's Aston Villa against Southampton. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 4 wins to Southampton and 1 draw. And the last result was a 3-1 win to Southampton. Aston Villa, first defeat of the season, 3-0 defeat to Leeds United. Wasn't a great performance, has to be said. Patrick Bamford getting a hat-trick as well. Yeah, it wasn't the best. Wasn't the best performances from Aston Villa. Very unlucky to, be on the losing side, but yeah, 3-0 flattered Leeds, has to be said. It did flatter Leeds, but yeah, it's a very good result. Southampton were the first team to win against Everton this season, so they did very, very well. James Ward-Prowse, fantastic strike as well. Che Adams as well, great to see him on the score sheet. Danny Ings getting 2 assists as well, very, very good as well. So yeah, real interesting game this one, but I'm going to say that Southampton will come away with this one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win to Southampton. I know Villa are sort of, starting to, lose games. But you know what? It's going to be a really interesting game. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Southampton in this one. Newcastle United against Everton now. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Everton, 2 draws and 1 win to Newcastle. And the last result was a 2-1 win to Everton. Newcastle United are getting a really good point away at Wolves. Jacob Murphy getting the goal from a very good free kick. Yes, Patricio should save it, but he is unsighted, but it's a fantastic finish from Jacob Murphy as well. And it's another draw for Steve Bruce, another draw. They are the draw specialists in this league at this moment in time, Newcastle, and they do seem to be getting draws left, right and centre. So, but very, very good for them. Everton suffered their first defeat of the season. Luca Digne red card, right? This is one that is really divided opinion. I'm going to say that now. Yes, it's dangerous. Yes, there is intent there. yes, that he has had a few attempts to, get at him, but it's a harsh red card, but is it one that's going to be overturned? Probably not. Probably not. So that's Everton lost Luca Digne now for 3 matches. Richarlison's banned for 3 matches as well. So Everton did not look the best without Coleman as well. Godfrey had a bit of a tough afternoon, it has to be said. So Newcastle, Everton, I don't think it's going to be a classic. I think Everton are going to win this one. Going to go for a 1-0 win to Everton here. I think this is going to be a 1-0 win to Everton. Next game is the biggest game of the weekend. There's no doubt about it. It is Manchester United against Arsenal. And the last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Arsenal, 2 draws and 1 win to United. And the last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Manchester United, not a great result against Chelsea, has to be said. 0-0 in the end. Not a very good game. Not a very good game at all. I mean, if you thought United were lucky not to concede a penalty, then you could say the same for Thiago Silva. That could have been a penalty as well. But Manchester United playing Leipzig in the Champions League as well. So it's a big week. Big week for United. Big week for Ole, it has to be said as well. There were some aspects of that game that he got wrong as well. When is Donny van de Beek going to start a game? That's another thing that the Manchester United fans are going to have to ask themselves. Arsenal, oh dear. Poor performance against Leicester City. Yes, Leicester City was a smash and grab, but you have to say Leicester City took their chances. Arsenal didn't take theirs. Lacazette missed an absolute sitter. What is going on with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Ever since he signed his contract, I don't think he's scored a goal. I do not think he scored a goal. So, you know what? That's something you can say, but it really is interesting to see. But I think it has to be said that Arsenal are struggling for sure. They are in Europa League action. I think it's against Molde or Dundalk. Not too sure who they're playing at the moment on Thursday. But Arsenal will be looking at this game and thinking that they could get at Manchester United. But I'm going for United to win their first home game of the season. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 0. I'm going to go for. I don't think it's going to be a classic. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Arsenal's defence always gives you chances. Manchester United's defence always gives you chances. But going to go for United to get a rare clean sheet, and I'm going to get them to win 2-0 against Arsenal. Tottenham against Brighton now. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Spurs, 1 draw and 1 win to Brighton. And the last result was a 2-1 win to Tottenham. Now, as I've just said, the Spurs are playing Burnley. They've won 1-0. They have won 1-0. So, there we go. Good win for Spurs. Header from Son. It's set up by Harry Kane. I mean, that partnership is one of the hottest partnerships in the Premier League right now, is those two. But yeah, it was a very good win. Very good win for Josie's Spurs, and they carry on. They carry on for sure. Brighton 1-1 with West Brom. Yes, Jake Livermore scored an own goal. Carlon Grant got the equaliser, but Graham Potter will be thinking that he needs to get wins under their belt, because Brighton, one of these sides are, they're one of these sides who are really struggling for form at this moment in time, and I think Spurs will win this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Spurs in this one. Really hard to not see anything other than a Spurs victory. Now, the toughest game I think to predict this weekend is Fulham against West Brom. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Fulham and 3 draws. And the last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Fulham, 2-1 defeat to Crystal Palace. Abubakar Kamara is suspended. He was sent off. VAR decided that was a red card. Yeah. So he's banned. But a very good goal from Tom Kearney, you'd have to say. But Fulham need to get wins. They need to get wins badly. They've got 1 point from 6 league games. It's not good. It's not good enough. So West Brom, a 1-1 draw with Brighton. Very good for them to get a 1-1 draw. Carlon Grant getting the equaliser. Getting his first goal for West Brom. There are concerns that Slaven Bilic's future as manager is in doubt because apparently the board sold Ahmed El Ghazi, under his behind his back. Now he played 90 minutes against Burnley, was very, very good. So I don't understand why they have sold him on, which is really, really interesting for sure. But it's one of those things for Slaven Bilic. But do you know what? Ghazi was very, very good for West Brom. He was a great signing for West Brom, so he will be badly missed. And I think that he's their best centre-back for sure. But looking at this game, I'm only going to go for a draw. I think it'll be a draw in this one. Fulham 1, West Brom 1 I'm going to go for. And the final game to preview and predict is Leeds United against Leicester City. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 3 wins to Leeds, 1 draw and 1 win to Leicester. The last result was a 3-2 win to Leeds. Leeds United, wow. Patrick Bamford, sorry I doubted you. I said this guy was not going to score goals in this league. How I've been proven wrong. A hat-trick against Aston Villa. Very, very good performance from Bamford. Very, very good from him as well. I was very, very impressed with Leeds United against Aston Villa. Leicester City, a 1-0 win against Arsenal. Their first ever win at the Emirates. Well done to Brendan Rodgers. Well done to Jamie Vardy as well. He loves scoring against Arsenal. He absolutely loves scoring against Arsenal. That is for sure. So I am actually going to go for Leicester City to win this game. I think they've got more players that can actually win your game. And you've always got a chance with Jamie Vardy in their side, haven't you? You really, really do. So I'm going to go for a Leeds United 1, Leicester City 2. And that concludes Match Week 7, friends. That does conclude Match Week 7. I will go for my predictions very, very quickly. As always, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Mohammed A, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I'm going to go for Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 1. Sheffield United 0, Manchester City 2. Burnley 1, Chelsea 2. Liverpool 2, West Ham 1. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 2. Newcastle United 0, Everton 1. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 0. Tottenham 2, Brighton 0. Fulham 1, West Brom 1. And Leeds United 1, Leicester City 2. So that is it. That is Match Week 7 done and dusted. As always, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And yeah, Manchester United Arsenal is the biggest game of the weekend. There's no denying that as well. But enjoy your Premier League weekend. I'm pretty sure it'll be another fantastic weekend. We've had loads of goals recently. I'm pretty sure we will see more goals. And enjoy your Premier League weekend. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very, very much. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.